and welcome on into DMS Adventures Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. We are here for our Dragon of Icespire Peak. You are armed with a chai latte. Okay, that with or without alcohol?
Without.
Wow, I'm impressed that it is without alcohol. Okay.
I know what kind of alcohol I put in here.
I agree, lies. I don't insight check. Now you've really thrown me off. I don't know what to do. All right. Thank you. Thank you for that insight check. Roll a deception or persuasion check there, Ragnarok.
It's actually, there's no booze in it. I know it's...
Wow.
All right, there's no booze in it.
Yeah, okay. Miracles happen? Sure, we'll go with that.
I have to put booze in it just to make it like...
I mean, it's... Okay. All right. Well, beyond all of that nonsense that just happened, we have our weekly D&D schedule here within the tavern. Mondays, of course, were our Dragon of Icespire Peak D&D game, our very classic, D&D-esque game. Then we have Fridays, our Eberron new campaign that has just started. That is the world has, tried to end, and we're sending these people in. That sounds like a great plan. But no, the very much after some post-apocalyptic stuff happened, and they're going in to deal with it. Then, of course, we have on Saturdays our Strict 7 College of Chaos adventure, where our students are they have just entered the third trimester of their second year on Strixhaven campus and are gearing up for the special end of the year session, sporting event known as the Mage Tower Games. They're dungeon masters, but they are preparing for that right now. The other teams are having a little bit of trouble getting players to cooperate, but hey, it's all good. So, join us for that. And I heard rumor that not today, but on Friday and Saturday, there will be a totally and completely unnecessary, for no reason other than because Ragnarok's not going to be here, shopping episodes on both streams. As has been requested by, Ragnarok. Anyways, so you guys wanted to go shopping tonight, right? Totally, the whole session is just a shopping episode, right?
No.
I'm out.
Oh, okay.
I might have to pop in on Friday on this because I'm going to be wildly drugged up from having bone spurs taken out. I think that might be a great time to start chatting with everybody.
Oh, yeah. I think that sounds like a wonderful time for you to be on Twitch chatting with us. Yeah, I think that sounds like a wonderful idea.
Okay. I play AL, so I don't have to have shopping excursions.
But you do. But you can. It's fun. It's all of the shopping lists that are not AL that is where the fun is. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead and jump into our Dragon of Icespire Peak adventure tonight. We have with us our adventuring party made up of Hested, played by Andrew.
Good evening.
We have Umo, played by Steve.
Hi.
We have Zoran, played by Craig.
Hey there, everyone.
We have Sleek, played by Cooper.
Magic Dragon.
We have Rohais, played by Torque.
Hello there.
I still can't get over this picture of this. I just can't do it. We have Orin, played by Ragnarok. Orion, sorry. And go ahead. Then we have Opes Warden. We gotta figure out what exactly we're gonna call him, but he will be joining us later. So, all right. With that, our adventuring party, when we last left off, had gone out and finished up their dwarven excavation quest because they ended up hearing someone coming up to the dwarven excavation site as they were getting ready to leave. So when we started last episode, you found out that it was actually a band of orcs that were coming up to attack, and thankfully you were able to take care of that, as well as have some help come from behind the orcs in the appearance of Opes Warden and Sleek joining in from the back, and you were able to take care of those orcs and safely take your two dwarven new friends back to Phandalin and collect the reward for doing so. After leveling up with that long rest that you acquired, some conversations were had, and the quest board was again consulted, where you decided to between the two quests that were left. But then when you went back to pick up the quest, you noticed that one of them was missing, which led you to the only one that was left, and that was to go and let the midwife know about the dragon attack and try to bring her back into town with you. So you went out and found that the midwife was, or the healer of the area, was actually in her windmill tower being attacked, the tower itself being attacked by a misplaced Manticore that had been kicked out of its original hunting territories and had ventured down in search of, well, actually you don't know what he was in search of because you didn't ask him, because you killed him. So, you never know. He might have just wanted a cup of sugar, but, nobody asked, so,
Bullshit.
So, in saving her, you made a friend with this NPC, and you found out that she is the only one that makes healing potions in the area, as her god had sent her to this area when the rebuilding of Phandalin had gotten started. So with that, you were given a single health potion, in which Umo completely noped out of that situation, and you all found that Umo has a aversion to health potions, or maybe potions in general, you don't know. But Zara told you that she would continue to make potions and send them your way as long as you continued to work on trying to take care of this dragon, and that she needed to stay at her windmill, as that was where all of her equipment as well as supplies were, and asked that you talk to the town master in hopes of sending her a apprentice and maybe a guard or two. But it was the end of this Umbrage Hill quest that we left the campaign with a sighting.
I put a glyph on our tower.
You did. You did put a glyph
Carved
on.
one.
You did carve a glyph on her tower. You did. But I need everybody to please roll me a perception check. look at that. Look at how perceptive he is now that he doesn't want to deal with health potions. Okay, apparently, as long as you don't let, him deal with health potions, you're fine. All right. It's weird. It's just weird. But I mean, okay. All right. So, with that, as you are traveling back to the town, I decided not to. Come on. That was not what I tried to start. That's weird. Okay. There we go. So, with that, Umo, you actually are the first one that spots it. As you look up, you are running away from the tower. And let's actually, you know what? Let's get you guys onto that map, actually. Let's go ahead and restore that. And I hadn't had this intention, but why not? As you guys are heading out from the Umbrage Hill tower, you are, come on. There we go. Now it's going to change. There we go. All right. All of a sudden, you hear what sounds very much like the flapping of dragon wings. And Umo, you look up and you see just off in the distance quite actually, a dragon. As you see the white dragon that you had seen previously, as you see it flying towards you, what do you guys do?
Do we all see it?
If you,
Umo?
well, currently Umo, as you have run off a little distance away, I will even go so far as to say you're about there. And you actually look back towards your group, Umo, and the dragon is actually behind you. It is over here. This direction.
I don't see where you're pinging.
Hold
Sorry.
on. I'm going to actually give you
No, I didn't
a
back
token.
up.
Bottom right.
Oh, alright. Oh, shit.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Hested follows Umo's glance up to the sky. Assuming I do. I don't know. I rolled a 14.
You do. As
Right.
you saw Umo look back and just stop and just point.
What are you guys looking at?
As you
It's there! I shout.
Let's see her.
You do.
And I point.
Oh, so we all see her now.
You do.
Perfect.
What is
If
this
she's-
fence made out
It is just a wooden fence.
of?
I think I'm just gonna haul ass inside of the building.
Well, if Heston's right there, I look over, and he said I point, right? So I
Uh-huh.
look over, point, and I let out this scream like a tweener at a BTS concert, and I start flying back up the hill, mouth open, slobber everywhere, and
Okay.
I'm not even gonna stop at the fence. I'm going through.
It is about 100 feet in the air, descending towards you.
oh,
I'm
perfect.
screaming and running.
Okay.
So, while he's screaming
Uh-huh.
and running,
Uh-huh.
Ron's going to step out of the gate here
Okay.
into the open pathway. So this is all country hill.
It is.
And stand and fire off a couple rays of frost into the air to try to get its attention.
Okay.
Hested looks back and forth at Orion. What are you doing?
By the way, I'm just
What?
going to put this on the board for purposes. That is where you guys killed the Manticore.
I
Okay.
think Zoran's not only going to run inside the building. I'm also going to go into stealth mode.
Okay. So you go and you like duck in and you hide. All right. You are totally and completely stealthy right there. All right. So as this dragon keeps getting closer, it is slowly coming down as well. And you see that it is getting closer. It is roaring. You hear just the intense roar and flap of this dragon's wings as it sees you shoot off those rays of frost, and you see it kind of veers its course a little. It was heading directly towards the tower, but you see it kind of veers off a little bit as if you got its attention.
I'm just screaming incoherently at Orion to get in the tower to get to cover.
Okay.
As I'm also doing what I posted in the chat.
Yeah.
Susan, how fast if I go through this fence, I jump over and try to grab Orion and take him to the tower?
Well, I mean, what is your movement speed?
30.
Yeah.
Nope. The only thing I can do is just get there.
It's fine. He'll yell back.
At this point, it's about 60 feet above you now.
Oh, I picked the arrow up I dropped. Orion's gonna die. I don't know why they're out there. So, I need to actually do a thing. Hang on a second.
Okay,
It's
do a
fine.
thing.
I'm doing what I promised to do. Relax.
Yeah, no, he's still frozen in place. So he will knock and draw back an arrow and take aim at the thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my hand up. It has to. You're just gonna get yourself killed. Relax.
Provoke it, my friend. It is way too much of a match. We are not ready.
I'm not just. Shush. Stay in the house if you want. It's fine. I've got this.
What are you gonna do?
Try to get to land so we can actually speak.
It does not. It flies right past you.
Huh?
And I'll just yell at it. Hey! I know you see me. You have very good vision.
It comes down lower.
Oh. Do we all see what past him?
Are you paying attention to the path the dragon is going in? Yeah, I would say so. You probably are. Looks like it's headed directly at your very frozen friend over there.
Yeah, he still can't move.
I'm gonna yell at it in Draconic.
Okay.
Hey! I'm talking to you!
It looks back at you.
Down here. He's nothing. Look at him. Skin and bones. Let's chat.
As you see, all of a sudden, this dragon has to, please give me a wisdom saving throw.
Sure. I've been doing great so far.
You have. I'm very impressed with them so far.
Is it 8? Another 8? Frightened, I assume.
Ice breath comes out and just shoots in your direction.
Oh, I needed a wisdom save? Or
You
a
are
con save?
just out of its range because it is up in the air, shooting downward. But I wanted to see how well you were gonna do staying there while this dragon shoots its breath weapon, and all of a sudden you see this cone of ice just completely escape this dragon and engulf this creature that you guys killed.
I think when the breath goes off, I would have a hard time believing that Hested could keep that arrow in lockback. So I think he would like sort of instinctively loose that arrow when it breathed. I'm gonna roll with a disadvantage because he's going through what he's going through, but yeah, and no sharpshooter because homie can't focus right now.
Fair.
Right now. Boop, 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 boop.
I mean, you were concentrating just fine on being not
13.
doing well.
It's gonna miss.
All right.
And he's like scrambling for a second arrow.
Hested, stop. What are you doing?
So,
hey, you.
As you see this dragon goes up, it grabs a hold, like it almost lands in front of you, Hested.
Yeah.
And it grabs the Manticore with its claws, and it kind of looks you directly in the eye.
Yep. And he just sort of stares back with a dead stare. He can't say anything. He's got nothing to say to this thing. He's just like fumbling for another arrow.
And as you see it turn around, it heads back the way it came. With and he has the Manticore in his grasp now.
As it flies off, he'll lock and load another arrow, and then it just gets out of range, and he just throws his bow and arrow down and just like yells and drops to his knees.
As he goes by you, you've been trying to get his attention. He did not come up very far off the ground when he picked up the Manticore. Let's see here. Orion, give me a dexterity saving throw, please. Okay. All right. With that, you are able to thankfully duck out of the way as this white dragon carrying the remains of a Manticore whose spine tail is dragging on the ground. You are able to duck out of the way as it growls at you as it flies by before ascending into the air even farther and up and out of sight with its, with its dinner.
No, he's just gonna fall on his knees. Damn it. Damn it, Hested.
He's not listening. He's like on his hands and knees on the ground trying not to vomit.
Son of a bitch.
Uh-huh.
I take my full movement and run back there.
Okay.
He sort of sits back on his heels.
I'm not screaming though.
Okay.
You've probably never
amazing.
You've probably never seen Hested this not chill before. He's a pretty chill guy. So
yeah, I go back and I go, what happened?
That was it. That was it.
What did you do?
What did you do? What were you doing out there?
I was trying to get its attention. What were you doing?
Why? What were you? Did you try to talk to it? I heard you speak in Draconic.
Yes, I was trying to talk to it. Why do you think I'd be yelling at it and shooting flares up in the air for it to land?
What do you want from it?
I needed to talk to it. What were you doing out here with a bow? It's a dragon. What are you with a bow and arrow? What were you thinking?
Great question. I pick up my stuff and shoulder the bow.
I gotta chase it down all over again.
Why do you need it?
I don't need it.
Why do you want it?
I don't want it.
Then why were you trying to get its attention?
Because I need to talk to him.
So you do want it?
Well, no, I want to talk to her. It is a her, right?
You don't know.
No. Well, I need to talk. I need to talk to it.
You think it's going to talk to you?
Yes.
You think you're going to have tea with it?
No, I don't drink tea. Gross.
You have no idea what that thing's capable of.
I know exactly what it's capable of.
You know it?
No, I don't know it, but I know of it.
I have now seen this beast twice, and both times it made away with our livestock and carrion on the ground. Still, I don't know whether I'm impressed by your bravery or the sheer stupidity that you would stand in front of such a creature.
I have to stand in front of it. I can't communicate with it telepathically. Or can I just message it from far away because I don't know its name? Damn it.
I go,
What exactly was your intent? Like, what would you say to it? Go away. I do not want you here. It's obvious it has taken over a nest, and it is chasing off the creatures of this area.
Look, I made a promise that I would try to talk to it first before I did anything else. And that was the perfect time. And now it's gone. Now I gotta find it all over again. There's another Manticore around here. Now what am I kidding? It's... damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Pay some...
The way it looked at both of you on its way out, I do not think you will have to search for it long. It definitely recognized you now.
Well, good. I want it to recognize me. Then it'll come find me and make this whole thing a whole lot easier.
We should go back to town.
Oh, God damn it.
I
It
asked
was
Hester.
just a... Fine. Let's go back to town.
Hested reaches up and takes Umo's hand and stands up. Uses it to get himself up off the ground.
I go, how come you didn't run?
Great question. I don't know.
I'm paralyzed with fear. They do that.
Do you need a piggyback ride?
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Okay.
All right.
Umo, you would
I'll
have
check on
noticed.
Zahura. Are you okay? It was quite a close call.
She will step out, and you see that Zoran was in there with her, and she says, "Yeah, no problem.
Protecting her, of course.
Of course. Thank you so much. I am fine. So that was the dragon you guys were talking about?
Yes, and now you know why we came to bring you back to town.
I do. Although I don't know if they were gonna hurt me or not. It looked like they were just after food, but I mean, it might have helped if you guys hadn't come. I can't say for sure, but I really am glad you guys came though. When you did. I really am.
Glad we can help.
Yes.
All right.
Now
you roll well. Okay.
I want to get a really good idea of what those tracks look like. I mean, dragon tracks, but I want to get a sense of this one's foot.
So
I'm just trying to distract myself.
It never put its feet on the ground. It put its feet on the Manticore and grabbed it.
Oh, yeah? Never hit the ground.
Never hit the ground. Nope.
All right.
Damn, you voice in the sky.
I know.
Well, I know the scent on the wind then.
You do. You do.
It's very cold.
And yeah, Sleek, as you walk over there, it is very cold. And you see, like, the ground itself is frozen, the top layer of it. In that one section, it is just now starting to thaw. So.
Hey, do me a favor, Zuhara.
What can I do for you?
That mark I put on your tower.
Uh-huh.
Don't scratch it out.
Okay. What does it mean?
It'll help. Trust me.
If he said that, do I look at it?
You can. You look over and you see that there is a mark on the tower that they put up there.
Do you have any idea what it is?
It's a flying serpent with wings, and there's like a glyph drawn around it.
Is it magic?
No, it's symbolic.
Interesting.
She looks at it and looks at you and says, "Is that your god?"
We'll go with that. That's the easiest explanation I can give you. That sounds believable.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't like to, usually have other symbols of other gods around. I mean, most gods are kind of a one and done thing, but if it is there to protect me, I understand. And so will Shanti, I'm sure.
Trust me, this one is very specific.
Okay.
Won't ask you to bow down and pray or nothing, just leave it up. It'll help.
Okay.
Alright.
Just out of curiosity, I want to see. Yeah, no, she you see her stare at it. And she just kind of looks at it. And then a light bulb goes off. And she kind of looks back at you and looks at you and looks back at it, looks at you again, and you see the confusion and interest in her eyes. And she says, "How about we talk later?"
Sure. You got some, communal wine or something?
Always.
Might need a drink after today. Perfect.
Always.
We'll talk later.
Okay.
Over wine.
Okay.
Alright. Thoron, Royce, Sleek, Umo, Ested. Let's go.
Alright. And with that, you in fact can make your way to Phandalin, back into town.
I am occasionally swearing in Orcish.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. All right.
Get that from Mom.
Mm-hmm. As you do. So, as you enter back into the town proper of Phandalin, you find yourselves a little, well, what's the word I'm looking for here? Over the day, you sorry, you are definitely ready to head to the tavern to just get a drink and not have to deal with any flying creatures again today. So, yeah. What would you guys like to do, though? Do you head to the inn? Do you go somewhere else? What do you do?
I go to the tavern, because I'm going to sulk at the counter and drink.
Okay. Perfect.
We got to get paid, so I'm going to go to the town master's hall, split off from the group pretty much right away when we get to Phandalin. I'll be like, I'll get our paid. I'll bring it to the tavern.
Okay.
That way none of them have to endure the town master but me.
But he's so much fun. I know how much you love him. All right. So you head over to the town master while everybody else heads over to Stonehill Inn. And much like the last time that you went to the town master's hall, you find the door closed. You find the door locked, in fact. And as you knock on the door, you again hear him saying, "If you're a dragon, no, I'm far too thin and bony to make a good meal."
It's tested.
Because dragons would knock on the front door.
Right. That's what I was about to ask him. Like, would I knock or would I just tear the roof off?
I mean, he could be a polite dragon. I don't know.
Are you going to open this door?
No. What do you want?
I want to get paid. My companions and I are back. And we encountered a Manticore while we were there.
Where'd you go?
We went to the windmill.
Oh. Did you bring her back with you?
She elected to stay. We couldn't force her, and you didn't give us the power to arrest her, and I don't think we would have if you did. So she would request an apprentice and a couple of guards sent up her way.
Why do I want to...
Because she said so, and she's the only person in the area who makes healing potions.
Oh. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't know if I have... I guess I could send him up there. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. All right. Okay, so... Okay. All right. Well, technically, you didn't bring her back, so...
Technically, we fought a Manticore that was about to come over here for its next meal. I think you should think very carefully about whether or not you're going to pay us.
All right, fine. And again, you hear the bag of coins, and you see sliding underneath the door, 1 coin, 2nd gold, 3rd gold, couple of copper, couple of silver. Eventually, it adds up to be 25 gold.
The next time I knock, I'm going to do it with my bow. Pick up the gold, put it in my pouch.
Okay. I'm not so sure how that's going to help, but okay. Whatever.
I'm going to take this to the tavern.
Okay. So, with that, we find all of you back within the tavern, back within the Stonehill Inn specifically.
And triple piston.
Okay.
So
Sure.
One in each hand, and one in the tail.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
3 gold.
Perfect.
3 gold 50 a piece.
Perfect. All right. So with that, you are able to just find yourselves within the tavern, and Tublin is there. He's, as soon as you guys walk in the door, he's got a couple of drinks on the counter for you. Another new-ish bar stool over in the corner for Umo.
One from me and one from my handsome friend here. He'll point to his clone on the right.
Well, I was just going to say, how'd you get a clone?
Simulacrum.
Uh-huh. You don't have that spell, buddy.
Or maybe I do.
You don't.
But I could.
You don't, though.
Can I roll for it?
No.
I don't think I'm going to brew.
Oh.
I think I'll sit with Ops because he's quiet.
Fair.
The whole thing goes grayscale for anyone else?
Did it?
Mine went all black and white.
No.
Let me refresh.
The biggest eggs, please. With extra bacon.
Okay.
Still all black.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Ah, there it is. Oh, my clone. No.
All right.
Onto the Shadowfell.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Shadow Ryan.
All right. All right. So, with that, you have successfully completed your second quest and gotten paid for that. That is 3 gold, 5 silver, and 7 copper for each of you.
Nice.
Wealthy beyond the dreams of avarice.
Mm-hmm. Just totally a money-rich campaign, didn't you know?
It is not water deep money, but it will do.
My head on the counter. It was right there. Zoran, it was right there. I could practically spit on it.
Why do you want to spit on a dragon? That's weird. I was perfectly okay inside.
Friend, you should be celebrating. You faced a dragon today, and you still live to talk. There's nothing to be crying about.
He wants to spit on a dragon.
No, I don't want to spit on the dragon. It was a euphemism.
I have no idea what that means. I saw you my leg.
Oh. I did.
Yeah, I'm just chomping away.
Oh, God. Dublin. The round. I wonder, is this what my dad went through? Ah, my head.
Okay. All right. Hested, give me a perception check, please.
My passive is 17.
I know.
1 second. It's not an advantage, so 14.
Okay. You see, just, it's starting to fill up in here. It's starting to get a little bit busier. But you do still have the one drunk guy over in the corner, as you do. But for the most part, it is starting to fill up in here. As the food gets passed around and the drinks get delivered out, you notice that it starts kind of picking up. You've got Bard comes in and starts playing. Starts kind of tuning up to start playing. And you just have, all kinds of people coming in and just filling out the bar. So, yeah.
Hey. See, Hested.
You can.
How's he looking?
Hested, how are you looking?
He's trying to put on a good face, but he's clearly he's definitely doing the 10,000 yard stare thing, drinking his tea, and his hand, if you look carefully, is shaking just a little bit when he drinks it in his right hand.
All right. Let me get a couple shot glasses, a bottle. Oh, God. Come on, this bar stool. Excuse me. Coming through. Hey, watch the hands, buddy.
Sorry.
Perverts. All right. Put him here, and I plop down across from Hested. Both cup, glasses, table. Oh, how you feeling?
Not great. How are you?
Couldn't be better. Minus other unfortunate incidents today. I am assuming you have not been that close to a dragon before?
No.
But I suggest, even if you don't drink, a splash of this, and it'll shake the rum a little bit, might at least settle your shakes in your hand.
No, the problem's not that I don't drink, Ryan. It's that I used to drink, and if I start drinking now, I won't be able to stop. So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pour one for myself. So.
I'll slide the other one over to Ops Warden.
Okay.
Ops can drink for me.
And he does.
We think. I don't know if he does drink or not, but if he does,
He
great.
does. He totally does. After that encounter, he totally does.
If it makes you feel any better, the shaking will go away after a little bit.
Yeah. It's not my first rodeo, but it's not. Anyway.
That one became super big.
Difference. Yeah, no, I'll calm down a little bit. And so I gotta know, because I don't understand, and I need to understand.
Sure. What's up?
Why talk to it?
That's kind of a complicated story.
You say yours, I'll say mine.
Yeah, somehow I feel like yours would be more believable. And it's a story I don't like to tell a whole bunch. So if you get the gang of Muppets over, I might spill the beans.
Well,
But even if I had told you, you wouldn't believe me.
yeah, you might be surprised. No reason not to take you at your word.
Tell you what, we get to another campfire, remind me, and then I'll tell you. Then we'll see. We'll make a little wager if you believe me or not. Deal?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect.
I need you to know something. Because it sounds to me like you got a mission. You made a promise, and I'm going to probably make that promise hard for you to keep. My intention is to kill that thing.
Hey, I respect it.
I don't want to talk to it. I don't want to negotiate with it. I just want to kill it.
And you know, I don't blame you.
As long as we understand each other.
Sure. Probably more than you know. But
Yeah, maybe.
oh, where the hell did you come from? Gotta put a bell around your neck, Zoran. Jeez.
I saw him.
I can move fairly silently if I must. I'm just listening in. It's kind of boring up by the bar.
Super exciting over here.
It's Tobin, isn't it? He's telling you one of his stories that you've probably heard more than once.
In fairness, Zoran's new here, so he may not have heard it.
This might have the beginnings of a wonderful tale.
What, this? Us?
I have a
These
tail.
tales come from weirder places. All right, let's hear it.
No, he's
Oh,
talking
literally.
like literally.
I'm gonna whack him in the face with it. Tail.
Zoran, I gotta ask. I got a confession to make, Zoran.
Yep.
And then I gotta ask. So the first time I talked to you, because I noticed you didn't have a shadow.
Yep.
I was worried about it. You seem fine, so I'm not worried about it. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I checked in on you. So, do you mind if I ask hi? Why?
Why I don't have a shadow?
Yeah.
I've
never
never
seen
had one. I was born this way.
That's incredible. Oh man!
I mean, I
That must have
realize
been hard.
I even by, tiefling standards, I'm a little unusual, but I've never had one.
That must have been hard. People noticed that, and they probably didn't trust you, or they probably were worried about you. Huh?
If you stay inside more and tend to go out at night, it's mitigated somewhat.
Not so noticeable.
Generally, I'll say, look, none of your business, and it's gotten me to a scrap or two when I lived on the streets when I was young, but it's overall it hasn't been terrible.
Imagine.
And
At
to be
least
fair,
as terrible as somebody who looks like me.
to be fair, I mean, I look like me. And if I looked like me, or looked like you, the shadow would probably be the last thing I'd be looking at.
I mean, in fairness, Soren, you're running around with a giant turtle and a dragonborn and a tabaxi, and
Furbolg.
To be perfectly honest, I'm the weirdest looking one in the group by contrast.
I kind of, smile myself. I know I'm not exactly the oddest one here. This is a new experience for me.
Hey,
You
that's
look
the
fine.
tabaxi.
You look fine, Zoran. You shouldn't worry so much about it. I know that's not your life and that's not your experience. I don't want to minimize that, but this is a good place. People take people as they are here.
Wait, hold on.
I'm liking this area.
Is there a tabaxi here?
Aren't you a tabaxi?
Oh, yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, there, I can settle this. Take a shot. Ah. Hey, Zoran.
Yep.
And look at me. Look at this.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my hands on his head. Lean in real close. Forehead to forehead, eye to eye.
Mind
Minus
the horns.
the horns. Mind the horns. I'm gonna look directly into your eyes, unblinking, and I'm just gonna stare at you.
It's unnerving.
Okay, this is a little weird.
Yeah, it's a little awkward.
Let it do its thing. All right.
Look at this thing.
How good is Zoran?
You mean how good am I at telling tales? I'm pretty good at that. How good am I at fighting? I'm okay.
Alignment-wise, we'll say.
Oh, alignment? A little bit of one side, a little bit of the other.
Pretty neutral.
All right. Hang on. Is there goodness? Is he more good than anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to think of myself that way, yes.
He's a little hard to read. You haven't had a lot of experience with, people of his type before, but he, looking back at you, you see honesty in his eyes.
Yeah, there's no tieflings where I'm from. Says above table. Yeah, you're good. Let his head go.
A lot of my kind can be bitter based on their way we've been treated. It hasn't hit me fully yet, I guess.
So I'm gonna let him go. Yeah, he's good. Then pour another shot.
Now that I will share.
All right, I'll pour him one too.
Tested?
Yeah.
The only thing you hear is, bacon is good.
I don't need to look into his eyes to get a feeling for that.
Ooh, Sleek, yeah, no, he's got a one. Him and Umo are going to be good friends, I think.
Also
You
gonna
hear
eat
me
us out.
screaming.
Umo, what's the matter?
You hear a scream from the corner. Bacon!
Yeah.
Bacon!
Those two are gonna eat us out of tavern and home.
Yeah, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough.
Well, I can safely say, of all the people I have traveled with, you all are definitely the most interesting. You're also the only group I've ever traveled with.
You usually get top marks, then. I'll take it. I'm not all
Thank
that
you.
interesting, though. I'm gonna go check the board, see if there's anything out there. I'll let you guys know if they've got something else going on. I'll be right back.
Find something next to a beach.
Sure. Yeah, the beach is all over the place out here. He says as he gets up and leaves.
With a giant roasted pig, slow cooked for 24 hours.
Oh, man, stuff's out here. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the board.
I want to point out that you said it as I was thinking it. I'm like, now if only you could find a pig that's been slow roasted for 24 hours.
Call back.
That's funny. All right. So you head out.
Conversation is disgusting me.
Hi, Bob.
Hello, I am doing this thing with you.
You are. You got what was the amount of money you guys got?
3 gold, 5 silver, and 7 copper.
500 rupees.
Mustn't forget about the copper.
Yep, 3 gold, 5 silver, and 7 copper. All right.
To catch you up on what happened, Bob, we did encounter the dragon. It swooped down and snatched the Manticore corpse. Orion tried to get its attention to talk to it, and Hested straight up froze up and actually wound up taking a shot at it and missing, and it flew off with the carcass. So.
And now you are all caught up.
No, we're back.
All right. So, Hested, you go head out to the quest board, and you find the quest board completely empty, except for one small thing. And give me 1 second, and I will send you over to that. Hang on.
So Hested actually just went out there primarily to get fresh air. He will look at that thing, but he needed to get some space and some fresh air and chill out a little bit. So he's looking at the night air and pulls that thing off the wall and looks at it.
Yep. So you see, you cannot pull it off of the board.
Oh, okay.
You see, there is someone that has written on the board.
Yeah. He's gonna pull out like a scrap of paper or something, right?
And what?
And I'm actually gonna make a rubbing of that,
Okay.
and I'm gonna fold it up, and puts it in his pocket next to a certain keepsake that he keeps with him,
Okay.
and then he's gonna go back in.
All right. So you head back into the tavern. So with that, it is quite late in the evening at this point by the time all of this has happened. And so for those of you who are staying at the tavern, you can get a room for the evening. Otherwise, I know, Hested, you have your house.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, is there anything else that you guys would like to accomplish tonight?
Yep.
Just have my fill of food and sleep. That's the only thing that matters.
That sounds good.
Okay.
I'm gonna check in with Rohis and let him know that I'm gonna head to bed and see. I'm just gonna drop because he's been over there and not at the table.
Mm-hmm.
So before I head out, I'll check in with Rohis here. And just be like, I'm gonna be down the road at my place again. Floor is yours if you want it.
Oh, my friend, thank you for the offer, but I've got a nice room here and it's comfortable.
All right. Well,
So
I'll see
glad you survived today. Where we live and new adventure awaits.
Yeah, me too. And I'm sorry about that. I won't let that happen again.
Oh, my friend, what are you sorry for? You faced a dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, you can say that. That's one way of putting it. Anyway, good night.
Yes, good evening.
I'll go up to Umo and say good night. Good night, Umo. Take care. Don't bring another bench. See you in the morning.
Good night.
And then I'll head back to my house.
All right. So, with that, the evening comes to an end. All of you head upstairs or head to your house, Hested, and you find yourselves laying down for a night's sleep. All right. So, with that, you wake up the next morning, and you guys can come downstairs, and you see that again the half-orc is still sitting there. He's drunk. He's just, pretty much been there all night, you're pretty sure. But yeah, they're all just super quiet, super chill. Tolbin is behind the bar. You do catch the smell of breakfast cooking. Not quite sure who is in the kitchen this morning, but you're hoping that whoever it is knows what they're doing. So what are you guys doing?
Breakfast.
Asking what's for breakfast.
What's for breakfast?
It's the same thing every day. It's getting less and less as we can get less supplies in. But, yeah, no, we got your eggs, we got your bacon, we got your ham, coffee. We're down to our fifth shelf worth of whiskey, though, due to someone.
Hey, who's drinking all the whiskey? I want names.
Is it you?
No.
As you see, Umo comes in, just yelling bacon.
Oh, I know you want the slapper platter.
Proprietor of the place, if they have some bread, perhaps some potatoes.
Yeah, we still got some of that. Let me get your orders. He goes around to each of you and gets your orders.
Okay.
No eggs either, huh, Ops Warden?
Only the things that are not of the flesh. So, bread or vegetables.
I got some stuff at my place too. If you're interested, you want some variety they might not have here. I have a pretty decent garden. So.
I'll take Ops Warden's portion.
Hested just gets coffee. He's probably eaten already.
Okay. Sleek, I like that you're randomly rolling d6s.
Your name, Dad. Alright, and Rico. Sorry, what's your character's name?
Rohis.
Rohis. Sorry, Rohis. All you hear is bacon is awesome, bacon is good, bacon is awesome, bacon is good.
My friend, I do not doubt you. You are right on. Sometimes you have to mix in some roughage, otherwise the bacon, it does not go down so well.
Doesn't come out so well.
Oh, listen, damn vegetables taste like sand. All meat, potatoes, whiskey, and rum. Beer, wine, gin, bourbon. Yeah. Where'd everyone go? All right.
As you guys have breakfast this morning, Hested, as you walked over here from your house, you noticed that the quest board was empty.
Sounds to me like there's nothing going on right now. I don't see any other jobs up there. Somebody must have already gotten to those gnomes, so.
Do you recognize the fellow that's been in the corner all this time? Is he new here, or?
Oh, he's always been here. I mean, I can go talk to him if you want. He's just always been there. What's his name? I forget.
Medhem?
I've met this person before, right?
You have.
Yeah. What is his name?
Medhem.
Oh, that's Medhem. He's a long-standing guest. Hey, Medhem, how you doing this morning? I just look over and say hi.
My thoughts are, if there was no boards, no messages on the boards, maybe one of the locals needs our help in some way. There is a dragon flying around, you know.
Yeah, I know.
No way, there's a dragon flying around? You hear this small voice from around the corner at one of the tables, and you see this wide-eyed little kid that's there with their parents, and they're like, "That's so cool."
Yeah, no, it's not a good thing. It's dangerous. Be careful out there.
Don't be so humble, my friend. You stood your ground. You stared that beast in the eye, and you took a shot at it.
Wait,
it's
what?
Nothing to be ashamed of.
You stared the dragon in the eye? Whoa.
Yeah, it's not.
That's so cool.
I look over his parents and just give them like a pretty not like a rude or aggressive look, but just like sort of a plaintive look. And while looking at them, I'm going to talk to him and be like, "Dragons are very dangerous. This one in particular is very dangerous. Don't play alone. Don't play outside, unless you've got somebody with you. Keep your eyes on the sky, kid."
Okay. That's so cool.
I'll sip my coffee.
All right.
I'm so much fun at parties.
You are so much fun at parties. So much fun. Yep. No doubt about it. But, okay. So, what would you guys like to do with your morning then, since it seems that there are no quests on the quest board at this time?
I need more hand axes. So, I'm gonna buy some more.
Okay.
Want to come see my garden ops?
Garden, what?
This would be very appreciated.
Yeah. I got a garden at my place. I thought ops might want to check it out.
Oh, I'd want to go see.
Sure. You guys check out my humble abode. It ain't much, let me tell you.
I'll join you if you tell me where it is.
Yeah, sure. I'll give everybody directions. It's just down the way a little ways.
Okay.
Gonna patrol town for a bit.
Okay.
The lay of the land.
All right. So, yeah, you can do that. You can, in fact.
So I figure his house is like maybe this one. It's probably gotta have some land behind it because he shoots his bow. So let me see if I can find one that's sort of a little bit hovel looking because he doesn't. That's perfect right there. How's that work? Can that be...
Sure. That can totally be your house.
Awesome.
All right. Sure.
For small fee to Wizards of the Coast, it can definitely be your house.
Right. For a small donation. Right.
No. Really just buying like the. Sorry, I was going to turn that into an NFT joke.
That was gonna be good. I'm aware. All right. All right. So we will say that is your house. All right.
Okay.
Perfect. So yeah. So that's where you guys head. All right. Everybody, please give me just a perception check as you are wandering around the town of Phandalin.
Jesus H.
Well,
Holy
sun's up.
moly.
I could tell that.
Yeah.
On fire.
God.
Okay, so apparently Steve has all the good dice rolls tonight.
No.
Apparently. Okay, good to know. All right, all of the bad guys need to go to Steve. Good to know. Good to know. All right. Okay. So, as you guys are kind of, going around town, you pass the different, oh, that's right. It is a good thing you took that, because your dice are not doing well.
No.
No.
Still rattled.
I know, a +7. And wow.
Yeah.
Still rattled.
Okay. So you catch different, around town. You catch just kids wandering around, people wandering around. Let's see here. Slick, you were going to veer off to Barthen's Provisions, I believe, or were you headed to the Lion's Shield Coster?
Is the Lion's Shield Coster sell weapons,
Yes.
or was I digging?
Lion's Shield Coster is weapons and armor. Barthen's Provisions is just the provision shop.
Yeah, I was trying to get more hand axes to throw.
Perfect. Yep. All right, so you head that direction. Okay, so you're just kind of wandering around town. All right. Cool. And there's like a little bit of everything going on. There's people in the streets that are just literally stopping in the middle of the street to have a conversation. There's people that I swear if it hadn't been for that one guy, they probably would have gotten run over by that cart and wagon and horses. But thankfully they noticed in time. There's some people that it's as early as it is. You're not sure if they're just going to work or just getting off work. You're not quite sure. There's a lot of miners around, as in like the ones that go work in the mines, not just the kids. You don't see a like overwhelming panic around. There's not really any panic going around here in town, but Umo, you do see over by the Shrine of Luck, you see someone that you recognize, the sister who runs the shrine, Sister G, as you refer to her. And she kind of waves at you and says, Umo, what are you up to today?
I run over and I give her a silver piece. She's always nice.
Wow. You sure about this?
Oh, I get these all the time, so I just give them.
Well, May Timora bless you, my child. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, what are you doing today?
Oh, sitting in a tavern.
Well, I'm glad you're out and about, though. That is good.
I know. Toblin says I gotta get out and get sun. I never find it, but I go back after a while.
Just keep looking, buddy. Just keep looking.
I do.
Yeah, it's one of these days you're gonna find it.
I think it's a cat or something.
It might be. It might be. We've had some stray cats around here lately. Yeah. Well, if you
Do you think one of them's name is Sun?
maybe there was this really really pretty golden colored one. Its name might be Sun.
That makes sense. Okay.
If I see it again, I'll ask it for you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You have a good day now.
You too.
So anyone who was with Umo at that point, you saw a very, very zealous, very jovial young elven woman in vestiges, very clearly a sister of Timora, since you heard that she did use that name. But yeah, so and it does make sense when she says that, as this is the shrine of luck, and Timora is the goddess of luck and good fortune. So yes, it seems that Umo is friends with this sister. All right. Okay. So let's see here. Slick, you are headed into the Lion Shield Coster. As you do so, you see that, let's see here. That is, I just had that page up. There it is. There it is. I shrunk it, that's why I didn't see it. Okay. So you head over to the Lion Shield Coster, the weapons and armor shop of the town, and you see hanging above the front door of this modest trading post is a sign shaped like a wooden shield with a blue lion painted on it. And as you go in, you see that there is a woman about 35 years old or so, seems to be a human woman, and you have seen her kind of around town and in the tavern and stuff previously. And she says, "Well, hi. What can I do for you?"
I need more axes to throw at my enemies. Can you help me, please?
Well, of course I can do that. Axes. Yeah. I don't have much of a selection of them. Unfortunately, one of well, several now, of our shipments has been, well, taken in the process of being delivered here. So I'm a little short on weapons and armor and stuff. But I do still have a few, so I can definitely do that. Now, you said you're going to throw them. You're not going to throw them at people, are you?
No.
Okay.
Only to evil people that try to hurt people.
Okay. Good, because if you are going to hurt the town, we're going to have a problem. I don't sell weapons to people who have, who plan to hurt my town.
Why would anyone hurt this town? It's kind of that way.
I agree. But, that's part of the thing. I don't want anybody to hurt our town. But I assume that you're new here then.
Yes.
Well, that's wonderful. What brought you into town?
Well, there's my was scared of this dragon that fly around, and it's flying around here, has it?
I have heard lots of people claim to have seen the dragon flying around. I myself, I haven't seen it, but as far as I've heard, yeah, it's been flying around town, and some say it's as big as an elephant. Although I can't say if it's true or not, but I have never seen an elephant, so I don't really know.
Can I do a history check on that?
Sure.
Well,
how big is an elephant?
Yep. I just met an elephant yesterday. I already forgot how big.
I was gonna say, you met an elephant folk yesterday, and the dragon was definitely much bigger than them.
I had no idea, but the dragon is real big, like big. Like big as... I got nothing.
Okay. Wait, have you seen the dragon?
Oh yes, yesterday.
Oh. Huh. Okay, so it does exist. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, well, here's your axes. Yeah, that's scary. I don't know what to do with that. Be safe, though.
Thank you.
Okay.
I handle the gold needed.
Yep. Of course. All right. And then the two of you are wandering around town, and because you made the comment, I'm going to give you some things that are actually you have commented about on the map here. So, that is Harbin Wester's home down here.
Nice.
Yep. You've got the smithy over there. You've got the gentleman from Barthen's Provisions lives right behind the provision shop.
Oh, that was going to be my house. All right.
I thought you said this one.
Where?
This one.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was that one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That arrow pointed, and I saw the text, and I thought that arrow meant that. Never mind.
Oh.
Now I get it. I see now where the other arrow is pointing to.
So, all right. Okay. But yes. So there's those things. One of the other things that you guys kind of picked up about in town is that there's as you were wandering around and whatnot, you overhear that apparently there has been another sighting of orcs coming down from the mountains to prey on the lowlands. And you hear it several times throughout your walk about town, but it seems that apparently Neverwinter has been refusing to send help, and one group of kind of the older adventurer type says, if they don't hurry up and send help soon, those orcs are going to overrun Phandalin and destroy everything we've worked so hard to rebuild. So do with that what you will. Alright. And with that, my friends, as you all coalesce back at Hested's house after running your errands or wandering around town, Hested, what do we see when we come to your house?
Yeah, so it's a pretty simple home. It's 2 rooms. There's sort of one main living space and then a small dividing wall that goes into a very small, tight bedroom. Out back, there's an outhouse and a smokehouse for meat. And you also see a lot of furs that have been tanned, and they're sort of hanging up on lines outside, and some of them are inside. So it looks like he's done some trapping. There's an archery range outside, and a target that looks very, very, very well used. And then the house itself looks like it's old, or it's it's like all the houses in Phandalin. It's put up by hand, and it's not, this one looks a little more rustic than the other ones, and it looks like he's probably made some adjustments in the last year or so. There is a couple of points of interest. So hanging over the hearth, you see a intricately carved longbow, and over it is a pair of short swords that are crossed. But those are hanging up on the wall. They actually look better than the gear that Hested carries. But they're sitting there, and then hanging sort of between the two of them is a braid of hair that's both blonde and brown, like braided together, and hangs down between the two of them. There's a picture on the mantle of a woman that looks a little bit like Hested, and a garden outside, tomatoes, peppers, beets, common garden stuff, and lots of herbs. It looks like a pretty nice place. He keeps it, even though it's very humble, he keeps it well. And there's outside by the sort of the back exit that gets to the back, there's a whole barrel full of arrows there, and they look like practice arrows, so they don't look like the kinds that he carries when he goes out that you've seen him with. They look like practice arrows.
Okay.
But yeah, bear rug. Oh, there's an owl. That's the other feature. There is a rug on the floor that was definitely once an owl bear.
Okay. Nice. All right. And with that, my friends, as you take the time to sit and get to know each other and just take those few minutes away from the tavern or the people of town, with that, you level up to level 3.
Yay!
Yay! And
It was the bacon.
it was the bacon. It was. It really was.
Yeah.
It's the power of bacon,
It's
baby.
the power of bacon. The puppy agrees. It's the power of bacon. All right. So with that, my friends, we are going to go ahead and take a break so that our players can level up their characters before we come back and see what the next adventure that they will go on. If there's any more quests or if they've learned anything else around town. So with that, we will be back in just a few minutes. And yes, Cooper, I do see that treat time, and that will get handled right now. Be back in a few minutes. welcome back to DMS Adventurers Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. We are back with our Dragon of Icespire Peak adventure. Our adventurers having just gotten back into Phandalin, they are leveling up and now seeing the world from level 3, a little less squishy, some still squishy, but a little less so. But after having encountered the dragon and lived to tell the tale, as it were, we shall see what the next adventure has in store for them. All right.
Did anybody mention
World Max Quick Bar?
What was that? I'm sorry.
No, I'm trying to like move my spells around, and it says add roll to macro quick bar.
Huh.
It won't let me just drag them into order.
Okay. Hang on. Alright. Alright. So, what were you saying, Andrew?
Did anybody mention? Somebody heard something about orcs. Did anybody mention that while we were hanging out?
I was not in that particular group.
Yeah.
Sleek was the only one.
Oh.
I hear that the surprise was getting west and west by attack or something.
Oh, there's that. Those supply problems are coming from orcs or from raids or something.
Oh, they didn't say from orcs, just say a raid or something.
Oh, who were you talking to?
The Stopgate, the Ryan Steel Copper. Ryan Steel
Coster. Yeah.
Coster.
Well, that makes sense. Didn't somebody talk to adventurers? I don't remember. Somebody else.
So you guys overheard them.
Ah.
Yeah. You overheard them.
Oh, we did. I did.
Just in general, like
okay.
it was a talk around town.
So, I think the picture's pretty clear. The dragon moved in and started running everything around it out. All the orcs that might have been hiding out up in the mountains or in Manticore.
I got it, Bob.
And so now they're all going to be looking for new places to live. I bet that's why those orcs came at us at that temple. I bet they were trying to take it as a place to shelter. The dragon came for the carcass, so it's clearly got to eat, and it eats a lot. Eventually it's going to run out of livestock.
So all we have to do is find something big enough, kill it, and it might come back again. Let's see here.
Maybe.
Do I know if dragons eat orcs?
Give me a history check.
Let's see here. I will employ my research background for this one.
They eat just about anything.
Perfect. You can take out the orcs and pile them up. Might just come after them then.
Maybe. I don't know that we're ready for that, though.
Well, we can handle some orcs.
Oh, we can definitely handle the orcs. I don't know that we can handle the dragon yet.
I don't want to handle that. It's fine.
I like the idea, my friend. We distract the dragon by leading it away from town, maybe.
Can't we just feed it orcs?
Well, yeah, it's like anything else. If you feed it, it's more likely to sit for a minute, and you can try talking to it. Kind of like a dog.
I think the more pressing problem is that if there are orcs that are raiding these supplies, the town's going to go be in dire straits and quickly. We should probably deal with that.
Well, you want more information? Maybe the nice lady. It was a lady, right, Susan?
Yes.
Or the nice lady. She'll tell you more, I think.
You were at Barthen's?
Lion Shield.
Oh, you're at the Lion Shield? Yeah, I can go talk to her. I buy arrows from her all the time. Yeah, I can do that. Maybe we'll get an idea of where they might be hitting the supplies. Maybe we could set them up. But orcs are dangerous, as we saw. So if we don't do something about it, they'll start getting bolder and bolder. They'll start coming for people, houses. They'll start raiding the village. It'll be bad, especially if they come in force.
Let's just go take them out.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good plan. Or at least find out where they are, see if we can get them to leave. I don't know. Well, once everybody's done, I'll start picking up like soup bowls and stuff, and putting them in the. He's got a bucket of water. He rinses them out, dries them off, and leaves them up to dry.
Okay.
Basically, does the dishes. It's like, well, yeah, anybody, like I said before, anybody who needs to, you guys can stay here. I mean, there's not much. He sort of holds his hands out. The rug's comfortable though. All right, let's go do that. Let's talk to the gal at Lion Shield. You guys, if you need to get gear, go ahead and get some gear. But let's do that.
Hey, what are we waiting for? The sun is out. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to as everybody sort of like make sure everybody goes. I'll be the last one out, and he'll give a glance to the little shrine above the hearth, and then close up and lock up. He will grab a small bag, and put like a couple of peppers and some other things that he'd already picked, and he'll give it to Ops.
Okay.
Just in case you get hungry.
There you go. All right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. So as you guys venture back through town, again hearing the same rumors that you did before of the orcs being coming down from the mountains and Neverwinter not sending reinforcements, you head right on by, and it actually takes you directly by the town master's hall, and you see with your passive that there are in fact quests up on the quest board now.
Lo and behold.
Lo and behold.
I'll take a look at it.
And you see the Nomengard one is it is tore up. It's back up there, but it has seen some stuff.
That means they failed.
Well, maybe these orcs are on the way to one of these quests we can handle two at one.
What the hell is a Neverwinter?
It's a city not too far from here. Big city, actually, huge.
Huh.
It's called Neverwinter because there's a lava flow that goes through the town, so it basically never snows there. It's always warm.
Interesting. It pays well enough. I say we do that one.
Alright, let's see. Mountain Toe Quest. Let's see. Orcs have attacked Butterskull Ranch. Yeah, I think that's probably a good place to start.
By the way, if you would like to vote for your quest, you can do so by moving your token onto the quest. Just for purposes of ease.
So the orcs that are kind of raiding the supply chain, that's more towards Neverwinter, right?
You do not know if they are the ones that are doing that. She just said that the supply chain has been raided.
Okay.
Yep. You don't know if that is what she was referring to, what is being holding up her shipments, but just that her shipments had been delayed or stolen.
Okay. 15 miles is a long way to the mountain. Yeah, let's do the. I'm kind of with everybody else on this
I
one.
love where Umo's at.
No, right? Awesome.
That one.
So, for the record, because someone had mentioned miles, this quest that you guys are looking at is 5 miles east of a location. It is not 5 miles away
From the town, no.
It's not 5 miles away from Vandalin.
Yeah, it's from Coneyberry. Yeah.
How far away is Coneyberry?
I don't know how far is it.
History
I
check?
should know. Sure.
Heston, you might actually know.
Okay.
It's down the street and around the corner several miles.
I
It's-
totally believe you.
Yeah, Coneyberry itself is about 2 days travel.
Yeah.
Will
It's
you
not
be
too far.
remembering that tree that got struck by lightning last year?
Hmm. Yeah, it's not too far from there, actually.
You take a left from there.
Yeah, I can get there. And if we want to look for the loggers camp, I mean, Neverwinter Wood is kind of my territory. I know my way around, so if we get around to that, we can do it. But I should be able to lead us there safely, hopefully. Depends on what's in the woods these days, I guess.
My village, it's actually up from Neverwinter Woods, actually.
Oh.
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. Well, then you probably know the area fairly well too. But let's check out these orcs and see if we can get a lead. If they're 2 miles away, that's too close for my tastes. Unless somebody else has a different idea, I don't want to. Looks like that's what we're kind of settling around, though.
Yeah, if y'all want to go there so bad, that's alright, I'll go.
And I follow the group wherever they go.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So you. So that is a 2-day travel to get to Coneyberry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like it how we all both the lance and just said, "Kill dragon, please."
Uh huh. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Okay. All right. Well, guess what, Cause? That's on you, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So,
Is that the handover high five?
Yep, definitely.
All right.
Who's scratching out my kill the dragon sign? Rude. Defacing the quest board.
All right. For the party, is there anything you want to do before you leave Vandalin?
Nope. Just
Probably kind of supply my water or skin and rations.
Yeah.
And
basic supply, resupply ship.
this may be is this a couple days away, or do we think need
About a
longer
2-day walk.
hours?
Nah, it's about a 2-day march. It's not too far.
So, Hess, did you know that it's 2 days to the landmark, and then more time past that, plus the return trip? So you're probably looking at 5.
Yeah, right. We can probably resupply in Coneyberry. I assume it's not, on fire.
Give me a history
we
check
should-
about Coneyberry.
Sure. The Coneyberry Woods. Buckleberry Ferry. Where's it? History check. Normal. Oh, my history's bad.
You guys are doing well with history checks.
Yeah, 14. That's not bad.
It's not bad. You actually, as you say that, you're like, wait a minute, that was a while ago. You actually remember that Honeyberry isn't actually a town.
Oh.
It's ruins of a town.
Oh, okay. I will relay that.
It's
No,
still used as a
Honeyberry-
landmark because it's along the
Right.
trail, but
Right. Now, Coneyberry's ruins, There's a group of orcs. Good place to hide.
See, like they said, that tree that got hit by lightning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, we'll pack for 5 days at least. I got like 10 days in my pack. So I'm good.
all
And a
right.
survival check that can feed us.
Okay, map check. Everybody looking at the world map?
Yep.
Sir.
All right, you all are here. As Heston has told you, this will take you. This journey will kind of take you along the trail, the Tribord Trail, and north and east here. So, your first day of travel, give me 2 people that are proficient with survival. Just give me a roll to see if you stay on the trail. Unless you're not following the trail.
Oh, follow the trail. It's easiest.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So easily enough between the 2 of you, you all are able to. The weather's overcast at a certain part in the afternoon. There's a little rain for about an hour. It's more of a drizzle. It's enough to make you muggy. Make the road a little wet, but there's some packed gravel, so it's fine. You guys make it to about here on the map, right about where the words Tribord Trail are.
Okay.
So you're able to make camp, settle up. Are you camping on the road or going off a ways? You're kind of on the plains. You can see Neverwinter Forest woods, but it's quite a ways away.
Yeah. How far is each one of these cube, or each one of these hexes? What's the distance on them? Do you know? Or can I measure? Yeah. All right. 5. Oh wow, big hexes. All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to. I just like probably side of the trail. I mean, everything is so distant. So, yeah. Even those hills are 5-10 miles off. So.
Okay. Anybody doing anything while you all camp?
I'll make a fire.
I'll help grab some wood. I'm not much for camping. You'll have to show me some things, but I can help.
I will actually try to feed us while we're setting up camp, so I will try to go hunt something down.
I'll go fish.
Yeah, 13. Should be enough.
I'll try to fish.
Alright.
I don't know what I roll for that.
Are there any party members that don't have the can't see in the dark?
You.
Me.
Me? Umo can't see.
Yesterday I couldn't, but today I can.
All right. Did someone say fishing?
That was me.
Okay. Where are you fishing?
Wherever there's a body of water with fish in it.
Okay. You don't catch any fish.
I actually can see in the dark.
No, you can. I know. It's because you're that kind of cleric.
Yeah, because of your house.
But I can share it with like the first person with the watch if they don't have.
So I'm only gonna have 1 or 2 people. We're only gonna do 1 shift to watch. We'll just say 2 people can roll it. 3 shifts like that. So, who wants to do watch? 2 people.
Yeah, I'll stay up.
I'll stay up as well.
You'll still get a full rest, but
Is it a perception thing? Because if it is, I'm pretty.
the next night, 2 different people will do it.
Okay. All right. So that's cool. So tonight I'll hunt and bring back a little game.
I'll stay up for a bit.
So, give me a perception check if you're doing the watch.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. All right, and Orion, roll me a d20 for no particular reason.
There's a button. Just cuss.
Say, click the
I
button.
want to
we
make
don't have,
them
we
roll
don't, we don't have token. We don't have tokens on the board. I don't think we.
Yeah.
can
Oh,
see
you
the
can't.
button.
Yeah.
That's right.
Roll a what?
Just a d20.
12.
Okay. All right. Your night passes uneventfully. Those of you that went out to kind of do a little bit of hunting on the land, you are kind of in the middle of plains, but you are able to kind of like not replenish what you've eaten tonight, but kind of add to it, stretch your resources a little bit. The morning comes. You all can change out spells if you need to. Anybody do anything before you head out?
Yeah, this place sucks compared to home.
Hested looks like he feels a little better out in the wild. Yeah, I'm going to make sure that I cover our camp up well, so just in case we're not being followed, I'd like to make it harder for them to follow us.
I think I'm just gonna sit there and practice my new psychic blades, just like flick one out like a switchblade and make it disappear, and just that kind of thing.
And I
That's it,
stared at you and all.
I would like to learn how to do this. Can you show me? I would love to be of service around here.
You guys are gonna have to learn to go to Bard College first.
What the hell's a bard?
You don't know what a bard is?
No.
Oh.
I don't have those where I'm from. What's a bard?
Zarin is a bard.
That would be me.
Oh, so a bard is Zarin.
Well, no, Zarin is a bard. That's
Right, that's what I said.
musicians, traveling storytellers, also magicians, also spellcasters.
Oh, that. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That sounds amazing. Hey Susan, or Cause. Actually, Cause, since you're the DM this time.
Hard habit to break. Go ahead.
They explain about this. This sort of just happens. And what do I see? So far, it's just a me.
Open your presence, concentrate magic. Turn. Okay. So you are using this for what, Sleep?
Just
Is this
looking
a
around.
reaction to something, or are you just looking around as you wake
Just
up?
looking around. See what did I see in the magical so far. Anyway.
Okay. Unless some of your party members are casting like mage armor or something like that, you might not necessarily detect anything within 60 feet of you. Creation of any spell or magic item. You may detect some of your party members are pinging here with magic items. So a couple of your party members have like that faint aura that you recognize as a magic item, but there's nothing other than what's inside your camp.
That was interesting. Did anyone see? Some of you guys were glowing. Do you notice that?
You sure you didn't eat you didn't eat that mushroom I told you not to eat, right?
It was
myself glowing.
It was delicious.
Oh, well, that's probably going to explain the glow for you.
Weird. So are you all like from here, or what's your story? Looking at the sleek.
Oh. Well, from a tribe that was in the woods up top. And I saw it just point up where the Neverwinter woods is.
Wait, is Sleek's a Triceratops? What is he again?
Dragonborn.
He's Dragonborn.
No. I keep looking at his thing and it looks like a dinosaur.
So once we've very badly covered our tracks, I'll start kind of up the trail.
It's a pretty nice little bit. What do you want to know about it?
About what?
You seem to ask me about where I'm from.
Yeah, I mean, you all seem to kind of gravitate here. I didn't know if you were all from here or what the story was.
I mean, are you from here?
No.
No?
No.
Then where are you from?
Let's see. I'll look around a little bit. Pull his hand out and point. That way. Or from right here. Depends on your perspective.
What?
Please ignore the earthquakes.
He's moving the map around.
Yeah, I broke it. Susan's fixing it. We don't have to talk about it anymore. Everything is fine.
Yeah, it's over there, or it's right here. It's all a matter of perspective.
What do I see when he points? Just grass?
And I'm not pointing there, I'm pointing in the distance. Although, might be over in slightly that. You know, it's really hard to say when you get down here now that I think about it.
What city are you from? Or town?
It's not a city or a town.
Oh. Are you from the Sword Coast or from beyond? Someplace else?
Someplace else. Way
Are
beyond.
we all awake right now listening to this conversation?
Yep. This is morning. You guys are getting ready to pack up.
I thought we were
Having
like
a chat.
moseying and chatting on the way. Yeah.
You can be. Are you? You can be. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was where we're going.
Just
Right,
like a get up and get ready kind of guy.
Proficient, survival. Give me checks again, just to make sure that you can follow a trail. Anybody that's proficient? Okay. Yep. Both of you are. It's a path. You've seen a path before. You actually do pass another party, or you see another party coming up. They kind of look like, they don't look like they're sporting a lot of armor or gear or anything like that. It's a large group of about 8 different races, cloaks, things of that nature. They're coming along the path. You can either choose to stay on the path or skirt around them. Everybody give me perception checks. Okay, let's see. Yeah, everybody but Ops is going to notice that this is not like a martial group. This is more just a traveling group of families and that are kind of going down this trail, head the opposite direction. So you can circumvent them or stay on the path, whatever you want to do.
Hested stays on the path unless people are wanting to push off of it.
I don't see any reason to move.
No.
They're not threatening to us.
No, we'll let them go by us. And
They look like they're in a hurry, or are they look like they're just trekking along?
They're traveling at the same pace that you are, with the exception of there is one elderly individual, and there are 2. As you get closer, it's not a group of 8; it's a group of 10. One of the figures is holding a small child, and then there's another child about the age of 3, half orc, that's following behind. You can only tell this after the hood goes down when they're running to catch up, and the parent quickly puts the hood back over the child, and they give you a furtive glance as they pass by and try to pass by you.
do they look like they're supplied well, or do they look like they're left in a hurry? I think backpacks, carts.
They all have backpacks. There's no cart.
Okay, all right. So they know where they're going. All right. I'll just give a nod and a wave and tell them the trail's clear back to where we were at. At least it was as of last night.
Many thanks, friend. Travel well.
You too.
You too, sir. Any word north where you're traveling from?
Okay, so the person that was in front, a little bit taller than most of the people in this group, as they've kind of passed you by this point, you're about 10 paces behind them, but as you get that shout out, or give that shout out, turns around, says to you, well, we did camp in the ruins up there. All we heard was just the wild animals. There didn't seem to be anything there. We were able to safely pass the night. The woods are close to the ruins there, so that's always a little scary. But what choice do we have?
You
Was that one of the humans doing the talking, or is it? I think you said it was a multiracial group.
It is. They have hoods on. You can give a. Yeah, go ahead. Give me a perception check. No. Okay. Yeah, you can tell that this individual is a tiefling.
Okay.
They are trying to hide it.
We are on our way to the ranch up north. We heard there might be some trouble. Heard anything?
Not familiar with the ranch. We just passed through the ruins. It's on the trail. We came down from Tribor.
You should all be aware. There's a dragon in the area, and it's hunting. Keep your eyes skyward.
Many thanks, many thanks.
I'm going to do a little bitty insight check there. When I mentioned the dragon, looking at this guy. Okay, never mind.
Wow, your night is not ruined.
I like that they insight check you, Cause, but not me.
I insight check you.
I know.
Cause is clearly the more suspicious DM. This random travelers.
Clearly.
So yeah, if you try and get a read on him, it's tough to. In fact, you may not even notice that he's a tiefling. Yeah,
right.
Check. You just know that this figure told you he's traveling from Tribor. You've given him a warning, and in reciprocation, he's like, appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Travel well, travel safe. And they continue on their way, unless you have any other questions for them. They are starting to walk away. They're 30, 40, 50.
I'm good.
That's just, as you start out your day, that's about an hour and a half in your travel.
Mm-hmm.
And as you continue, there are other groups that kind of pass you. Not as big as that 8 to 10 person group, but one family, 5, a group of 3 that don't look like a family so much as just people huddling together, traveling together for protection.
Mm-hmm.
You get much the same replies to them. You're able to make it, along the trail. Let's see, you guys did your survival checks. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I don't see a survival check for day 2. Did we do that?
Oh.
Yeah, it's so.
17.
Okay,
14.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. So you guys are able to follow the trail because you've seen the trail before.
Mm-hmm.
As the traveling starts to go through, you guys are able to make another 24 good, solid miles of walking here. You're approaching the site that you knew would be here. This is Coneyberry, and you're seeing. It's like think a small village with stone structures, and then think as the years took over and they've been abandoned, some of these are knocked over and stuff. The entire thing is only about 5 blocks worth. It's not a huge space, but it's enough that if you stood in the center of it, you couldn't, see through all of the shattered walls. But yeah, you guys get to about, reasonable distance, about 100 feet out. Is there anything you want to do before you go in here? It's getting dark. You can make camp here. You can try and push further.
You want me to go check it out before we make camp there?
Yeah, knock yourself out. And in fact, I'll come too. I'm quiet.
Yeah? All right.
I wouldn't mind going along. Three's company, right?
Sure. I look at. Aren't you wearing chainmail?
Not, sir.
Oh, all right. Good. All right, let's go. Yeah. So we'll spread out.
Quietly.
Yeah. Basically, just want to scout the area, make sure it's safe. Oh, Rohit, killing it. 22.
I'm a cat.
16, 22, 8.
I'm more used to sneaking in town, let alone the woods. That stick snuck up on me.
I'm gone, and Rohis is just crunching along, stepping on every twig.
Before we get close, I'll be like, look, if we find anything we don't engage, we just come back, get the others, and we can make a plan.
Agreed.
Rohis. You're being really loud.
Not helping my friend.
Balls of your foot, man. Balls of your foot.
Alright. So the right side of town that Rohis goes to is more rubble strewn, and unfortunately he's just kind of tripping over some of the rubble there. You can't do much about it.
Mention on loose gravel.
Yeah. Hested and Orion, you're able to kind of get to a good point where you can see, Orion at the middle and Hested at the left side of these ruins. Feeling fairly confident that everyone's seen here. All three of you give me perception checks. Okay.
I see all.
Rohis, you're looking around, you see a couple of spots that could work for camping. And in fact, you see the remains of a couple of different campfires here. The rest of you notice that as well. Let's see. For Hested, you're looking over on your side and noticing that your side is kind of closer to the woods, a territory you might be more comfortable with, or at least comfortable facing. All is quiet. There doesn't seem to be a lot of disturbances here. There's a path from here that you find that heads into the woods. It's not a Tribor Trail in construction. It's more like, it's kind of a worn path, but not large enough for wagons. You kind of can make a mental note of it. You don't see tracks that have gone in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, give me a survival check.
Sure.
Okay. It's tough to tell past 2 days, but you're very sure that within the past 2 days there are no fresh tracks going into the wood along this trail.
I will use the sending stones we got and send a message back to Zoran and be like, Zoran, everything's clear. You guys can come up. We can make camp.
All right, I'll let the rest of the group know.
So before that goes through, Orion, with your perception check on your end of town, no, you're in the center. You actually are able to see here in the center that there are a couple of horses grazing kind of in what would be the green of this city. Kind of very overgrown. It's not any of the remains of the campfires in this space, but you see 3 horses here. And with your critical success, you're even able to tell that these horses have been branded with the letters B-A-A. You recognize that these horses don't look like wild horses, and in fact, so you can tell that they've got horseshoes on.
Is there anyone around them?
Nope.
Anyone in
sure.
eyesight?
You're very sure.
Alright, then I'm going to creep along the grass, try to approach the horses, and check the saddlebags, assuming there are some.
Okay. So that's about the time the sending stone goes through to Zoran. You guys can start to approach if you wanted.
I'm sorry, I was coughing. What was that?
You get a message from Hested telling you that it's all clear and you can approach if you want to.
Oh, yeah.
So you're looking for saddlebags. These horses don't have saddlebags, saddles, bridles. They don't look like they were equipped to ride. That's what you see. As you start to get closer.
Crap. Whoops. I was working on another character, so let me try the right one.
So as you start to get closer, are you trying to sneak up on these horses, or are you?
God damn it! What the heck?
Wow.
No, I'll try to stay with it. I want them to see me coming so they don't get startled and run off.
Holy crap! 2 natural 20s in a row, really?
Fate.
Apparently.
I like how the first one just says scared.
All right. Let's see. So, Royce and Hested, after you're done scouting, where were you meeting up? Where are you going?
I'll find a good camp. I'll look for the best place to safely camp, a defensible position just in case.
Yeah, I will circle back where we started, and I thought we were going to meet up at the end of this. I did not realize it's a camp with that. I see the rest of the party coming my way, I guess.
Okay. So yeah, absolutely. Rohis, you meet up with the rest of your party. Zoran, you can't actually find Zoran at first. It is rapidly getting darker, everybody. So you figure another 15 minutes, and it's gonna be kind of dim light situation. So you get back. You join the back half of your party. Hested, as you're kind of searching around for a campsite, you can see your party starting to come into the ruins.
Cool.
Let's see. So, Orion, what were you got up to these horses? What would you like to do?
So there's no belongings on the horses.
Correct.
And there's no one around in eyesight of said horses.
You're hearing the crunching of gravel starting to kind of come out from, you're starting to hear the sounds of your party come out, but they're probably still about 70 feet behind you. It's through a couple of walls. You don't have a line of sight on them, but you can reasonably assume. Unless you're making noises, they may not necessarily know where you are. The horses are, one looks up at you, neighs. The second one looks up. Third one doesn't care. You're about 30 feet away from them.
Alright, well... So I'll just walk up to one, I guess. See if they're carrying anything.
Okay. As you start to walk up to them, they start neighing a little bit, looking at you. They give the signs of starting to kind of walk back a little bit. You can push forward with an animal handling check, or kind of at that cusp of interacting with them, their comfort zone bubble, etc.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
I will magical guidance that.
Oh, look at you. Look at you.
Okay. The rest of the party. As you guys are kind of coming in, you meet up with Rohis. You don't have a line of sight on Hested or Orion quite yet. What are y'all doing?
I believe Hested went this way, and I will head the direction that Hested went.
I'll follow. That sounds good.
So do I.
Me too.
Easily enough, Hested, you're able to detect your party members coming to you a beat before they see you,
Sure.
with the exception of your cleric, who seems very, very perceptive, almost as perceptive as you. But you're able to meet up.
Yeah, I'm already stacking wood. I'm like, I think we should camp here. This looks like a good spot. You guys think so?
Yeah, if you feel so. Have you seen Orion?
No, I haven't. He went that way, though. He's probably still over there. We can go check on him if you want.
Dark, he should not be out by himself.
Yeah, that's a good point. I know where he went. I'll go find him. You guys set up camp.
All right. Well, I'll whistle if you need something.
Sure. And I will step off into the darkness and find Orion. Look for Orion.
So the party's making camp. Hested, you start to make towards the center. The site that you picked is pretty close to the area that Orion was supposed to be scouting. And as you kind of walk around a particularly tall wall, you get a clear line of sight on your party member Orion, who, boy, he hasn't answered much of your questions in terms of directness, very straightforward. And as you're sitting here thinking, what is he up to now? You see him in a very impressive display of just the skills that you've honed in terms of nature-based, shushing and animal sounds to calm creatures. You watch Orion walk up to these creatures with the confidence, and they just start nuzzling you.
His eyebrows kind of go up. I'll watch him for just like a beat, let him do his thing. Let him enjoy the experience of the horses kind of responding to him. And I'll just from the shadows just whisper gently so I don't startle anybody. You're good at that. You're a natural. Or Mark, I'm gonna step out and put my hands up and just click at him. Actually, I'll just cast Speak with Animals.
Yeah, they don't appear to be going anywhere. Ryan, as you've kind of calmed them down, and Hested, as you observe Orion doing this, you're able to walk up.
Yeah, and I'll speak with animals. I'll talk to one of the horses.
Okay, what do you say?
I have to read the spell, make sure I can actually have a conversation with them. I think they're fairly simple. Awareness is limited. At a minimum, they can tell you information about nearby locations and monsters. Okay. Yeah, so I'll walk up and say...
can you link it for me? Because I was actually reading Ops thing. I read the wrong thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So what do you want to say to these creatures?
Hello. How long have you been here?
Information.
I didn't
verbally communicate with me. Okay, yep. All right. Hello.
How long have you and your friends been here? I say, sort of rubbing his neck, reaching in my pouch for an apple.
Ooh, apple.
Give me an apple.
My apple. No, my apple.
Are they saddled or no? Are they saddled or no?
Nope, not saddled.
No. Did you come from a herd, or did you come from a place with people like me?
Place with people?
Mm-hmm.
People? Apple. They're kind of like talking together.
Sure. Did you come from a place with men, or did you come from a place with where you were wild and free?
Wild? Men? Men. Women.
Mm-hmm. Near or far?
Near.
Is it safe there?
Fences.
Is it safe there?
It was. It could have been. It's not anymore.
Is there are there monsters there?
They were scary, ferocious.
How long ago?
Oh. 1 moon, 2 moons. Moons.
I'll scratch him on the side of the neck. Will you take riders?
Ooh. Sure. Why not?
All right. Well, we'll see if we can feed you.
Apples? Feed.
I've got a few more. I'll pull out a couple of apples. As I'm feeding them, I'll be like, no, don't tell Ops Warden, because I was saving these for him, but you guys can have them.
All right. Orion, give me an insight check.
I'm just going,
Okay. You can't tell what they're saying, and you're pretty sure that Heston did this entirely to show you up.
Oh, nice.
You can't get a read on Heston, but this feels a little revenging. But yeah, so you guys are able to have that communication with those horse information. They, at this point, or with the horseshoes on them, they let you lead them. They are not saddled, bridled, etc., but they are horses that have been domesticated. You can tell.
Sure, I'll lead them back to camp. At the very least, we can keep them near us in case something comes. They'll be in less danger.
What the hell was that?
Oh, speak the language, I mean, it's magical. I pull out a holy symbol of Mieliki, which is a unicorn on a silver, kind of a tarnished silver chain with a unicorn head on it.
I will immediately smack that out of his hand. No hesitation, just full on.
Snatch my hand back.
Smacking it.
You see that Orion, for some reason, appears to maybe not hostile, but make a quick jab at you.
I'll
Hesed, you're able to retain your property.
All right.
You're able to reach back with no checks and kind of maintain the dignity of your possessions.
What are you doing?
That's it. Nope, not doing it. Walking right by him.
I just shake my head.
Never show that to me again.
Well, I wear it, so what's your problem with it?
There's a lot of problems with it.
It's Mieliki.
I know what it is.
You have an issue with people's holy symbols?
No, just that one.
With Mieliki in particular?
Yes.
That seems a strange god to have a problem with. Very few people
she's
even
great.
worship her.
I don't mind her at all.
You have a problem with the symbol?
There's a history with that symbol.
What history?
Where's everyone else at?
No. You don't get to grab at my stuff and not tell me.
I wasn't grabbing, I was swatting it. There's a difference.
You think that's an excuse?
Yes.
He just kind of stares. You don't spend a lot of time around people, do you?
I spent around a lot of people, just not people from here. Seriously, where is everybody?
They're back at camp.
Oh, alright.
I'll leave it out.
Oh, man.
Alright. This is a conversation that's kind of away from the campfire as you guys are leaving these horses back, so just your party may not necessarily know this is happening. But yeah, you guys are able to establish a camp. You're surprised. Some of you are surprised as teammates kind of walk back with some horses. Let's do, unless you guys have anything else for the night, let's do the watch. 2 perception checks from people that didn't do the first lane.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'll take it too.
You too? Okay. All right. I'll do that.
Boom.
Okay. And for no reason at all. Alright.
I'm going to roll it just cause?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you just roll it. Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. So the event, or the events of the night, besides that one bit of excitement some of you didn't witness, everything's pretty calm. Ested, you kind of have your eye trained on all your surroundings. You're able to kind of climb up on one of the more steady ruins and get a really good kind of a scout location. And nothing comes up to this location. There aren't any other people camping here this evening, but you kind of feel like it's kind of a common camp spot, but no one else comes in. You all are able to have a long rest and wake up in the morning. You know from the description of where you're headed that you're going to be going east at this point, and there is a trail that goes this way. It is less worn than what you've been on to this point, but not by much. You have reason to believe that the ranch is within 10 miles of your current location.
And I will let them know what the horses said, which is that the ranch has been attacked in the last 2 days. So we should approach with caution.
You speak to the horses?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
We all have our gifts.
All right. If there's nothing else for the day, those of you that are proficient in survival, as you make this last leg of the journey, go ahead and roll that for me.
Oi.
Okay. The three of you are able to funnel the rest of the group that's not particularly familiar with tracking. Is anyone riding the horses? It won't affect your travel speed, but we're just asking.
Before my spell ends, I actually wanted to ask the horses, like, we're going to the ranch. Do you want to come back, or do you want to be free?
They give you. They don't actually answer here. You just kind of see them turn their heads a bunch of different directions. The concept of free doesn't mean anything to them.
We are going to go make sure it's safe. Do you want to go home?
Home?
Mm-hmm.
Safe?
Fences. Meadows. Friends.
Please just repeat what you say at this point. You kind of feel that they don't have much of a will of their own.
Sure. Great.
These are domesticated animals.
Yep. All right.
This is like talking to me.
No, Umo can, count to 4. He's fine.
They don't struggle as they, if you head that direction, they don't.
Sure. Oh, they don't resist. They don't resist.
Yeah.
All right. They're not afraid to go back that way. That's cool. Anybody want to ride? If you know how to ride bareback, you ride these guys. Otherwise, we may as well just leave them.
Yeah, I prefer feet on the ground.
It's possible that there's survivors at the ranch and that these horses belong to them. We should probably bring them with us, now that I think about it. We should probably bring them with us, just in case.
Okay.
These horses are too small.
For you? Yeah.
Everybody give me a history check, Hested with advantage.
Advantage, but a -1. Hey, 17.
Okay, Ops, Hested, Rohi's. Wait, do I have 2 rolls? No, my thing's messed up. No, I got it, Susan. Okay, so everybody but Sleek. You are looking at these horses, and exactly as Hested says that, you kind of think about their quest, and you're like, BAK. Where are we supposed to go save somebody? Big Al Calazar. And you kind of connect the dots that, like, you were sent to go rescue someone whose nickname's initials are BAK.
Yeah. But these weren't saddled.
Was this on the quest? I'm sorry, I didn't write everything down that was on that.
Yeah. So, tokens.
Yeah, that's what I thought I remembered from the thing. Was that was like the
right. So the quest said you were rescuing a Alphonse Calazor, but with your history checks, you're able to know that
Big Al.
He's known as Big Al, and you can kind of BAK figure that out. So, or at least make a reasonable assumption.
Sure.
You know what brands are used, and you know other farms in this area. You're able to connect those dots with that check.
Yeah. That means he's in danger, and we need to hurry.
No rancher would let his horses run this far away from the homestead.
No, they got away. They got out. And they said there was ferocious monsters, so I'm thinking works.
I believe it is most appropriate for us to make haste.
Yeah, I think so too. Not enough horses to go around, so we may as well just run. Everybody up for a jog? I'm kidding. It's like
I will ride a horse if no one else will.
Yeah, we can switch on and off.
Did you say pace?
Pace. We're just gonna be hasty, quick.
Oh, okay.
So I guess we'll
All right.
hurry.
Yeah, so you guys are kind of alternating the horses to kind of keep a quick pace. These horses don't look like they're tired or anything at all. They look well rested, so you kind of are able to make really good progress really quickly. After about an hour, everybody give me... Well, let's see, we already got this wrong. So, let's see, Hested and Numo. As you're navigating along the trail, you're starting to see... you're just starting to see signs of wear along the path that look like maybe like a lot of traffic in terms of like mule traffic and stuff like that. As you get pretty close to where you know this location is, and but you're also seeing when you get to about, I want to say, within a mile of the location of where you know that this ranch is. You guys are actually starting to spy some tracks that kind of veer off the path, heading away from the location you're going to. Umo, with your survival check, you actually see, and Hesed as well, you see tracks of hooves with horseshoes that kind of head back the way you were coming, just to the north, and Hested to the south of the trail. You see a creature, looks like a cow in a field, kind of to the south. Is about, I want to say, 100 feet away from the trail, but
kind of wandering, grazing, right? Doesn't belong there.
Oh yeah, it's kind of grazing.
Yeah.
You see the tracks first, then you kind of look out as you get close. He kind of looks up at you.
Give it a little scratch behind the cow ear.
Well, it's about 100 feet away from the trail.
Oh, never mind. I look at it. Does it look like it's branded from here? Can I see?
From 100 feet away.
Yeah, I got pretty good perception.
You do.
I don't know.
Give me a roll.
No, probably not. Yeah, probably not.
You can't tell from here. You could certainly go closer.
Right. Yeah,
you guys are moving pretty quick, so you got to make a quick decision.
I'll veer and hurry over just to check on it. It's my theory. I just want to, confirm or deny my theory. So,
anybody going with him?
I'll go with him.
I will be walking up there.
Okay. Y'all start kind of at your hurried pace, divert off the trail here. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, you recognize a cowbell around.
Yeah.
As you all start to get closer, no roll needed. You definitely can see those same BAK letters branded on the hind end of this cow.
Man.
And it's not moving at all, other than just looking at you. It's just swatting flies with its tail.
It's not tethered, is it?
No.
Okay.
I run
a trap.
I run directly to it, like no regard to anything going around. I just kind of trot to it, and I start trying to talk to it.
Yeah, it doesn't back away from you at all. It just kind of stares at you with big eyes. You guys know that you're about a mile away from where you used to be at this point.
We can hurry from here.
I look back with like the same big eyes, and I kind of got my arms around the neck, just looking like, what is it doing? Why is it here?
Umo, it's from the farm. We'll find its house. Don't worry.
Oh no! I'll take it back.
You're gonna walk the cow back. It's gonna slow us down.
Oh, cow's gotta come.
Umo, it'll be fine. Don't worry.
No. And I start walking with the cow.
Well, let's at least.
The cow follows you.
All right. Cool. Now we got a cow.
Yep. Got a cow. His name is Stanley.
Okay. Give me a nature check, Umo.
Who's giving the nature check?
Umo.
Umo?
Was Umo the one that said named it Stanley the cow?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Umo, as you look at this cow, Stanley the cow, and then you recognize that this is a milking cow.
Ooh, that's got some value.
Then it's Stanlina.
Cool. You guys are able to. You can't maintain the same pace, but truthfully, you're limited by your slowest party member, and you're kind of walking anyway. You're about a mile out from the ranch now, anyway. So this last leg, it's probably only going to add about 15 minutes to your travels here. You all are able to start to close in on this location of Butterskull Ranch, and you start to approach, and before animal friends in tow, and you start to see signs of agriculture. You see fences and crops, kind of from a ways out, and you recognize that this is the location you've been going for, and it's at this point that we're going to call it a night.
All right.
You guys head into Butterskull Ranch.
Ooh, Butterskull Ranch. All your Butterskull needs.
It's like such a nice, pleasant place to visit.
Right?
Yum.
I wonder how the butter tastes. Have we tried that butter before?
Butterskull Ranch butter. I wonder if we'll do like an official sponsorship of that too. Like just advertise the butter as we go from town to town.
Yeah, that's a good question about the butter. Ask me that again next week. You can roll for it.
All right.
Does your inn carry Butterskull butter?
Butterscotch.
And with that, my friends, that is where we will end for tonight. So good job, guys. You didn't die. See, look at that.
In fairness, we didn't fight.
It's true.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
true. But you know what? That is by far the safest way to not die. It's true.
We did stare down a dragon, so I suppose we
You
were
did.
definitely-
You did. Technically. You did. But that's okay. So thank you all for hanging out with us here within DMS Adventures Tavern. Thank you, Cause, for running the beginning of that module section. All right. So just as a reminder, we do have campaigns that run through the week. We have Friday our Eberron campaign, and Saturday our Strix 7 College of Chaos adventure. So hopefully you can join us for one of those. And until the next time we see you, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We are actually going to raid over to Jolly Dungeoneer. He is a member of the tavern, and so we're going to go ahead and raid over to him. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you next time. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.